Is it possible to spend thousands of dollars to fix your life only to end up more broken, anxious, and broke than when you started? Get a therapist, hire a life coach, download that mindfulness app, and spend $300 a weekend on ice baths. Self-improvement is sold as the ultimate investment in yourself. But look at the business model behind the wellness industry. Self-improvement hasn't liberated us. It's just converted our emotional pain into a high-margin subscription service. We are taught from childhood that whenever we feel overwhelmed or unhappy, the responsible adult thing to do is seek help. You are never allowed to just exist. You are always a work in progress, always healing, always optimizing, always one breakthrough away from finally being fixed. Mathematically and psychologically, that promise is a complete lie. The system isn't designed to fix you. It's designed to keep you on a treadmill that never stops moving. Why do smart, ambitious people fall for this? The illusion of progress through consumption. When you buy a self-help book or pay $200 for a therapy session, your brain receives a quick hit of dopamine. You feel like you've accomplished something just by spending the money. The self-improvement complex turns the camera back on you. It tells you that your burnout isn't a systemic problem. It's just an unhealed childhood wound or a lack of morning routine discipline. You were handed a personal solution for a societal problem. Let's look at the hidden math. Scenario A, the self-optimization path. Weekly therapy at $150 a session, $600 a month, a life coach, $300 a month, wellness apps, and quarterly retreats. That adds up to $10,000 to $12,000 a year, or over $50,000 in 5 years. Scenario B, the opportunity cost. That same $10,000 a year sitting in a low-cost index fund compounding over a decade would be worth nearly $150,000. Scenario A leaves you with 50 grand less in assets, zero additional leverage, and a psychological dependence on an expert to validate your basic daily decisions. Building actual financial security is the #1 thing that eliminates real-world stress. Take the example of Toby, a mid-level manager at a tech startup pulling 60-hour weeks and sleeping 4 hours a night. He felt completely hollow. So Toby sought help. He hired a therapist to manage his anxiety, a high-performance coach to optimize his calendar, and paid for luxury wellness services. For 2 years, Toby journaled at 5 a.m., tracked his HRV scores, and analyzed his attachment style. 2 years and $24,000 later, Toby's life looked virtually identical. He was still working 60 hours a week and completely exhausted. The only difference was that Toby now had a vast, sophisticated vocabulary to describe precisely how miserable he was. Toby hadn't fixed his life. He had just monetized his own coping mechanisms. What do you actually do when you realize the self-improvement complex is just a financial drain? Build physical and financial leverage. You cannot heal your way out of a bad financial situation with pure introspection. No amount of breath work is going to pay your rent. Distinguish distress from pathology. If you are sad because you are isolated, broke, and working 80 hours a week, you don't have a defective brain. You have a completely normal human reaction to a terrible environment. Focus on execution. Trade the $200 an hour coaching sessions for a skill that increases your income. Swap luxury wellness retreats for 8 hours of free sleep, basic movement, and actual face-to-face time with friends. Stop treating your life like a continuous home renovation project. You are not a house that needs to be flipped. The most radical, financially protective thing you can do is to accept that you are already functional enough to take action today. But the checkout screen is just the tip of the iceberg. In a world meticulously designed to monetize your attention, exploit your exhaustion, and turn your natural human empathy into corporate profit, awareness is your only real defense. The world around you isn't something you have to passively consume. You can change the script. You can choose to look past the convenient interfaces, ask the hard questions, and take radical sovereignty over your choices, your money, and your mind. If you are ready to see through the noise and dissect the hidden systems shaping our daily lives, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs a reality check, and subscribe to this page. Don't just navigate the system, learn how it works. See you in the next video.